For each material you use, you'll need to set up the parameters for that material in the Materials database. From the VStudio menu, select Materials Database. When the database opens, select the New button from the upper right corner to set up a new material. For the material code, enter a name you can remember. We'll call this Test Milling. Select OK to continue. The brand, color, and description are all free text entries and should be populated accordingly. We'll call the brand for our test material 5mm acrylic. For the thickness, we'll set this to 5mm. You should enter the exact thickness of the material here. To enter the parameters for your material, you'll need to know which tool we're using, so select the New button in the lower left under the Tool column and select the Router tool. Once you have the Router tool settings up, go to page 4. As you can see, there's no parameters set up yet for this material. You'll need to enter the info here in order to cut the material. Select the speed icon, which looks like a gauge. The first adjustment to make is under breakthrough speed. Breakthrough speed is the rate at which the router head first cuts through the material. The recommendation is this number not exceed 150 RPM. Next, we'll enter the rotation speed. While the maximum RPM of the Integra's router tool is 60,000 RPM, the tool shouldn't spin any faster than 24,000 RPM when cutting material, so we'll set this at 20,000 RPM. Next is the speed of straight lines, radial lines, and diagonal lines. Our recommended setting on this speed is 1500 millimeters, which equals 1.5 meters per minute. It may take some trial and error to get the speed settings right for each material that you use. Listen for the sound your router makes as it's cutting to know if you need to go faster or slower. We should enter these same settings for both normal cut and drop cut. Next, select the Settings button. You should set the number of passes at 2. It's much easier for the router to cut through material in 2 passes, so setting this at 2 makes for a much cleaner cut. We'll set the last thickness at 0.7 millimeters. What this means is that the Integra will make the cut on the acrylic material in 2 steps. The first will cut 4.3 millimeters through the 5mm material, and the second cut will cut the final 0.7 millimeters to finish the cut. Make the same parameter updates for the normal cut. When you're finished, select Save Material.